West Radio Facebook and Instagram pages. We're on your smart speakers, on the website, the PWR app, and of course on crystal clear DAB digital radio across Pembrokeshire right now. And coming up tonight, we will have a full review of all the weekend's local and a bit of national sport as well, plus some very close cricket matches, a routine win for Haverfordwest County as they continue their build up to the European matches, and well done to everyone involved in an inspiring weekend of rugby and netball at the Valero Sevens event. And our guest this evening, making a welcome return to the Pure West Sports Show tonight, will be broadcaster Kerry Coleman-Phillips. Kerry will be on to talk Pembrokeshire tennis and also a look ahead to the Euros with the Wales women, with a strong Pembrokeshire contingent kicking off their tournament on the 5th of July against the Dutch. That is all to come with Gordon, Tom and myself this evening. And I should tell you as well that you need to head right now to the Pure West Radio Facebook page. Really exciting. On there right now, details on how you can be a winner and win tickets to go and see Oasis live in Cardiff at the Principality Stadium on Saturday the 5th of July. We've got 2 tickets available, plus Oasis merchandise, a special fan pack available as well. All you need to do is head to the Facebook page. All the instructions are waiting for you. Like and share the posts. Get yourself entered. Someone will win those Oasis tickets on Tuesday the 1st of July when Toby announces the winner on the daytime show with Ocky White Travel. That is up and waiting for you right now. Do not delay. Head to the Pure West Radio Facebook page if you fancy seeing Oasis in Cardiff. A gig I think both Gordon and Tom in the studio in Haverfordwest would quite like to have gone to. Have to say, chaps, I balloted, I queued for Oasis tickets. I didn't get them. So whoever wins them is very, very lucky, right, Gord?
Not really. I'm not a City fan, to be honest.
I was going to say
the red side of Manchester.
If Fraser Watson was in the studio, I'd be interested whether he would go to Cardiff City to see Oasis. Debatable, maybe. I don't know. You are the red side of Manchester, of course. God, yes, I watched on Sunday Oasis at the BBC, and there was one performance they did where I think it was Liam was wearing a Man City bench coat, and I did think of you. That would have annoyed you at the time, Gord, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Not really. It wouldn't have annoyed me. It's all about money, making money, Ben, at the end of the day. As if they haven't got enough money already. They get in together to rip the British public off. How is that?
Well, the thing is, Gord, people can get these tickets for free and they can win them on the Pure West Radio Facebook page with Dynamite competitions. So head there right now. Very good evening to you both. It was a busy sporting weekend again. Once again, going into the weekend, I wondered, and I'd said this on air actually, that were we going to get an interrupted Saturday of cricket? And actually, Gord, once again, the ground staff across the county were busy. We had some rain, but we got a full programme, didn't we?
Unbelievable. I mean, 11:30 on Saturday morning, it really did come down, Ben. It was bucketing down especially in Haverfordwest anyway, but perhaps around some of the county they didn't get any rain at all.
It rained in Milford.
It was okay. It rained in Milford as well, so it was heavy. But fair play. The Division 1 and 2 sides, they cover their wickets, but the outfield gets so wet as well. And to be fair, it doesn't take long before it dries up. There's a little bit of a drying wind around, but yeah, there was plenty of good cricket action around the county on Saturday, and there was quite a few guys getting tons as well, and plenty of wickets. So it was an entertaining, and there was a little bit of a shock in Division 1 as well, which we like to see now and again.
Well, there was. What's that one you're talking about? I assume...
I'm talking about Herbie beating Cresselly, who were top of the table at that particular time. And I mean, now the Rucks have gone top of the table, Carew, and and we're at the halfway stage. Still a lot of cricket to be played, but you just can't take any result for granted. And that was testament to Herbie getting a brilliant win at Cresselly.
I mean, that was one we probably wouldn't have predicted, was it? It was a great effort, actually.
I think you might have. But
no, I hold my hands up. I didn't predict that one. But actually, it was a really good chase from Herbranson because Cresselly were all out for 192. And that's
brothers,
but that 192 that Cresselly were all out for, you still would have said that game's in the balance, really. And for Herbie to chase that down and win by 6 wickets, really good result, that, Gordon.
It is an excellent result. They've been showing signs of, beating a decent side, Herbrandstone, and they are a decent side themselves. They got Nathan Banner, who used to play for Neyland. I don't think he featured too heavily in that game, but his experience alone will help the younger boys. The Nicholas brothers both had good knocks, both half centuries apiece. And Charlie Malloy's a good bowler as well for them, and the Nicholas boys as well. So yeah, that's a great result. Kristen Bennett and the boys will be delighted with that, and they could, take this on into the second half of the season and produce a few more shots.
Here we are at that halfway point, and as you said, Gordon, because of that result. It's Carew who topped the table. They had a really good win as well, didn't they? Away to Neyland. Carew topped. Do you see them staying there as we go into the second half of the season?
The only team that seems to be able to beat Carew at the moment is Cresselly, and they're meeting again this week. But we'll talk a little bit later about that. Both sides weren't at full strength, it has to be said. But on saying that, Carew got an excellent win at the Athletic Ground, and that's all they can do is beat what's in front of them, and they certainly did that on Saturday. And as we just spoke about, the Cresselly had a little hiccup. They'll come again. It makes the season more interesting. You don't want to run away leader. So Cresselly, you got, and you can't say Neyland's out of it, and also Saundersfoot.
Well, I was going to come to Saundersfoot actually, because they had a really big win, a statement win really against Loreni, didn't they? Beat them by 125 runs, centuries apiece for Tom and John Mansbridge for Saundersfoot in that game. I mean, it's been Sam Franklin who's been the star this season for Saundersfoot, hasn't he? I think he chipped in with a wicket, but it was Tom and John Mansbridge both scoring a century as Saundersfoot racks up 265 batting first, which is a big score, isn't it?
That's an excellent knock, and the Mansbridge boys are very good players. Their dad was an excellent player as well. I remember him batting back in the day. But they're talented, and they're capable of beating any side on the day, Saundersfoot. We were talking about it, I think it was last week or the week before, about the Harrison Allen losing the final, and I believe it's your tip that they'll win it this season, Ben.
Yes, correct, Gordon. They are my tip to win it this year.
They are capable of doing it. We were touting for Loreni to win it for a few seasons, if you remember, on the show, and eventually they did do it. So possibly they could be. They got to beat. What's in front of them. Neyland. Are we going to talk about this week's cup games now, or we are?
Let me just mention the one other game in Division 1 that saw, two other games actually. Haverfordwest and Burton was a low-scoring game. Burton only scored 110, batting first. Haverfordwest, they were all out for 90 in that game, so Burton got over the line narrowly. And another low-scoring game, Whitland against Langham. Whitland bowled Langham out for 73 and just knocked those off 77 for 2 to win by 8 wickets. I should say as well, just on the Saundersfoot tip, Tom also joined me tipping Saundersfoot, Gordon. I have just checked the minutes, so
that's good. You checked the minutes. We must be accurate on this show. I
can't claim to be the only
get the detail right, Ben.
If we're going absolute detail, I think I went first, but I'll give. I'll give Tom that one as well. So, and I tell you what, Saundersfoot are showing themselves capable of scoring runs this season, so they are going well. Let's just look ahead to the 2 cup games, 2 massive semi-finals. It is a sign of how quickly this season is flying by that we're at the semi-final stage in a Pembrokeshire cricket competition, and it's the Duggie Morris Cup. The first semi-final, let's start there, is tomorrow evening, and this is, in light of what I've just said, is a hard one to call because it's Neyland against Saundersfoot. You've got Saundersfoot who are scoring runs against Neyland who have been inconsistent but have got a great record in this competition.
They certainly have, and I'm going to say it depends what Neyland turns up. And I don't mean that disrespectful, because they're a great side, but it depends who they got available to play. If they got an available strong side to play in the short version cricket, we know they're capable of beating any team in this county because they've proved it time and time again. If the big guns are coming in tomorrow, Saundersfoot will have their work cut out. But Saundersfoot are capable of doing it as well. The Mansbridge boys we spoke about. Neil Powling's a good bowler for them as well. And and you said Sam Franklin, he can turn his arm over as well and bat. So it's just on the night who performs well. And as I say, if Neyland put out a strong side, it will be a difficult evening for Saundersfoot, but they're capable of doing it.
Just having a look, actually, I was just wondering if the weather might come into play at all tomorrow.
It's a bit of wet weather tomorrow.
I don't know. I think just looking at the forecast in Neyland, I think drizzle should stop by about 11 o'clock, and it will be a cloudy odd evening tomorrow. So I think there'll be play tomorrow night, actually, and it should play to the end, and that cloud cover might have a say, might help out the bowlers a little bit tomorrow. So I'm going to say could be a low scoring game tomorrow. Between we might actually see the bowlers having a chance tomorrow night.
Okay. So I think it's going to swing and turn a lot. Yeah.
What would you do if you were captaining Neyland or Saundersfoot tomorrow, Gord? What would you do? Would you bat or bowl?
Cloudy? No, I'd put the team in.
Would you have a bowl tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'd have a bowler and straight away attack them.
The only problem with that on a cloudy Tuesday is you might then be chasing with the light fading.
Well, it could be the other way. You might have an out early and have an early evening finish.
I think if I was captain of either side tomorrow, I'd have a bat. Let's put some runs on the board and then have a bowl at them as it gets darker.
Ben, is it? The pressure on.
Talking of that, I still can't believe Ben Stokes bowled in the Test match.
How did we get on to Ben Stokes? Did he play the spot or?
I'm just saying, I can believe he bowled in the Test match on Thursday in 30-degree heat. Can you imagine that? I'd always bat first in those conditions. I'm a bat first guy generally. Actually, it takes a lot for me to want to bowl first.
Okay, you're not a risk taker.
I think just put the runs on the board first, especially in a low-scoring game.
Less work to do.
I think so. Okay, so that's the game. That's the game tomorrow. We're saying it's tight. No predictions. We're going to say Neyland's Duggie Morris form over the last few years.
They've a lot of times over the last.
Yeah.
Oh,
and their record.
They won it about 11 times.
Yeah. Their record is really good in this competition, so you would have to make them favourites at home based on that record.
And this is over 22 overs, Ben, not 20. Is it?
Okay.
No, it's not. I'm testing you. That's why.
You tell me how many overs is it?
It's 20.
It's Harris Allen's 22, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny format, isn't it? Yeah, but they
20.
A proper 2020 game is the Duggie Morris games.
Which is your favourite format as well.
Oh, yeah, undoubtedly. I'd make it a bit lower again.
Well, let's see. I think it would be an upset if Saundersfoot were to win there tomorrow, but they are in good form, so we shall see. And then on Thursday night, the small matter of Carew against Cresselly in the second semi-final. Now, that one is just so intriguing, isn't it?
Call, isn't it? That really is. I mean, Carew have got to be chomping at the bit to beat their neighbours in some competition. They've lost in the league. They've lost in Allen, and will it happen a third time? Will the Doves be too strong for the Rucks?
I think it's a close one to call. Cresselly, having lost at the weekend, you feel might have a point to prove, but
put a bit more pressure on him. You're right with the confidence side of it. I mean, Carew having going top, but they still haven't beaten Cresselly. That's mind games as well, mind.
Yeah. And actually, that momentum that Carew take, Gordon, as well, from going top of the table, they'll take into this. They'll be full of confidence, won't they, going into that game?
It's a different ball game. It's 45 hours on a Saturday. This is going to be 22. So I say Cresselly are a little stronger in the shorter version, Ben. They are.
So
good players.
So I think you're
saying Carew haven't got good players, because they have got good players, but I fancy Cresselly to do it again.
So I think you're hinting at a Cresselly Neyland final, Gordon, aren't you?
Yes. How did you work that out?
just that's I think where we're getting to, and that would be some final for the Duggie Morris.
That would be a cracking final, mate. And then what really annoys me, Ben, they have a final over 2 innings. A competition's 1 inning, and then they get to the final and they have 2 innings.
Is that right? In the Duggie Morris?
Yeah, and they fit tea in between it.
That's not the Harrison?
They do it all the time.
Because the Harrison Allen's the same, isn't it, Gord?
All the previous rounds are 1 innings, and then we'll have 2 then in the final.
And that I'm right there, aren't I? The Harrison Allen's the same format, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the Duggie Morris definitely.
My real bugbear, mate, is right at the Harrison Allen many years ago, Tish versus Carew. I think I might have told this before. They played The first innings had their tea. In the second innings, Carew were batting, finished their innings. Last innings, Tish were in chasing. The heavens opened. It rained. Oh, cats and dogs. They had to abandon the game.
Mhm.
So me, being naive in those days, went home thinking, back tomorrow, few overs, get it done.
Yep.
Came back, tossed up. What's going on here then? Toss something again. Strange.
They started the whole game again.
And the rule hasn't been changed, all right? So it could happen in the house now. See this year
Wow.
again. They played the whole final again with
Yeah.
Tish.
Both innings?
Yes, both innings. Tish were in prime spot to win the last one, and thankfully they did, due to a young lad who, I think he played for Glamorgan at Boy Salter. What was his name?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Andy, yeah.
He had a bit of
We had him on the show, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing in that particular game. He was only 14 at the time, and that's how long
Wow.
ago it is. He retired from Glamorgan.
So rather than a
But
reserve
honestly,
day,
that
yeah,
rule
it's,
has not changed. The Pembroke County Cricket Club will be on my tail for saying all this now, but yeah, I've got to get it off my chest.
yeah, it is a strange one because normally it's a reserve day where the game continues at the same match state, isn't it? Really, rather than just starting again. All right, we shall see how those two games go. But that's
It can
a
only
big,
happen in Pembrokeshire. That's all I'm saying.
big weekend. Sorry, big week actually of Pembrokeshire cricket to come. No doubt about that. With those two semi-finals, good luck to the four sides in action. Gordon just edging, I think, to a Cresselly Neyland final, but it's fine margins for these games, isn't it? So they will be close. And actually,
Yeah, and good luck to the four sides. Let's hope they're entertaining games.
yeah, exactly right. The Test match is well poised, by the way. England 371 to win tomorrow. Gordon, they're going to do that tomorrow.
What is the record chase, Ben? Because it's England that did it. Is it? It's,
Good shout.
Is it
We'll
400?
check that. We'll check that actually. I think.
Yeah. I mean,
I
will
think-
they have a go? Will they have a go?
I think
at it?
rain's gonna be the issue.
They'll at it in the morning, won't they? They'll see how it goes.
I think rain will be the issue tomorrow.
Oh, there is a bit about it.
There's a bit of rain around.
So it's looking more like a draw then, mate.
What it is though is a test of that mentality because Ben Stokes has said he's not interested in draws and his team aren't interested in draws. So they will, I think.
But you have to be cautious. It's all right saying that. You know, you can lose a test quite easily on the last day as well. Go in for the runs.
And in a five-match series,
a draw would be all right.
I would say that too. And I think that the worry will be for England tomorrow if Bumrah gets on a roll.
He's been in incredible form, hasn't he?
Unbelievable.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I think chasing that will be difficult, but we shall see. I think they will have a go first thing tomorrow. 21 without loss tonight as well, so that one is finely poised as well.
Who is actually opening, Ben? I haven't had a look.
Crawley and Duckett came through the session tonight, and they played really well. So we shall see. Listen, we are going to take a moment because there's plenty more to talk about this evening. Haverfordwest County continued their build-up to Europe with a big 4-0 win over the weekend. So we'll talk about that. One player has left the club today as well. That's Lee Jenkins. So I'll get some thoughts from Gord on his impact at the Oggy Bridge Meadow. We'll always remember that goal he scored, of course, in Cardiff in Europe for the Bluebirds.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that in a sec. Might touch on the Lions' performance from Friday night as well, if we have to. And we've got Kerry Coleman-Phillips coming on in part 3 this evening. She'll be talking tennis, update us on how the Pembrokeshire tournament is going, and also a look ahead to the Women's Euros with Wales kicking off, of course, on the 5th of July. And we'll find out from Kerry how that's looking. Plenty more to come as well. It's Pure West Sport for a Monday evening.
Eaton-Evans and Morris Solicitors have traditional